morning friends and welcome to our YouTube channel Eng.Med Model School. So in the previous video we have just started the new chapter, that is chapter number 4, our environment. In that we have just seen up to the sanitization after we have just done in our this video. Okay, so first of all let us revise that what we have done in the previous video. In the chapter our environment we have seen about the environment. What is environment? The first line of the chapter, that is everything that surrounds us, that is known as our environment. Okay, and then after in that there is living components and non-living components, the both components that we have seen with the examples. And then after we have seen the ecology, pollution, sanitization. Okay, this all the things we have seen in the previous video. Let us first of all revise it. See here, everything that surrounds us is known as our environment. The factor that determines our environment could be living components such as the plants and animals that share our habitat and surrounding, or non-living components such as the climate, whether it is hot, wet or windy, landscape, whether it is a valley, mountain, plain or seashore, soil, whether it is dry, sandy, marshy, and so on. Our environment also includes the land where we live, our water resources, and the air we breathe. Here, in this we have seen about the non-living components, living components, and what is environment means the air, the water which is surrounded by us. This is also our environment. Then after coming towards the next paragraph, that is ecology. Ecology is the science that deals with the living things in the environment and all the different relations that exist there. Okay, that we have seen in the last 2 centuries, human beings have drastically changed the environment by cleaning forests, growing crops, dumping enormous quantity of waste, and causing pollution. Pollution means making the environment dirty and with the substances that are harmful to living beings. Did you know that a big city or town produces thousands of tons of garbage daily? The environment gets polluted or spoiled in many ways. Here comes the sanitization. Why the sanitization? Regular sanitization is there. So sanitization involves the removal of the garbage and waste and maintenance of hygienic condition. And here there are 3 points given over here. That is quite often blocked drainage, overflow sewers, garbage and domestic waste and stink, dirty stagnant water on the street create very unhygienic and unsanitary condition. Also garbage does not just remain in one place. Plastic bags fly away blown by the wind. If cows and goats eat them, they choke on the plastic and die. Plastic bags find their way to rivers and even oceans, polluting them. So here there are 3 points. What is the where the sanitization is there, and then after our today's topic, that is sanitization. Here in the sanitization you can see we have also seen the landfills. So what is landfills? First of all, landfills means if you just throw all if I take a society and all the society just they throw the garbage or waste at one corner, so that corner, when from the municipal corporation or the nagarpalika, just that garbage is taken into the some of the tractors or some of the van and just thrown to the another big area, and that area is known as the landfill. Okay, and then after the civil authorities are supposed to make arrangement for sanitization, daily collection of garbage, transported the garbage to sites far away from the cities, and so on. Such sites are known as landfills. They should also arrange for sweeping the street daily, periodically spraying DDT or some disinfectants along the edge of the road, building public toilets and keeping them clean. Here you can see the picture is given, that is landfills over here. sanitizing workers and spraying disinfectant. You can see the pictures, three pictures are given. Okay, then after, but sometimes the local government fails to make the above steps. What can be done in such a situation? The citizen can must do something. Here you can see there are some of the situation given. When the above situation do not work, then what we have to do? See here, first of all, here use the dustbins provided. Use the dustbin dustbins provided. Okay, we have to use. Nowadays you can see in the public places and in the highway there are some of the dustbins given over here, so we have to use that, so that they don't have to just collect all the things by the road. They just collect the dustbin dust and just go and throw it to the landfills and also sanitize that. Then after, the another one, that is, do not throw garbage on the road. Do not throw garbage. Throw garbage. Garbage on the road. The road. Garbage attracts more rats, mosquitoes, and cockroaches. Cockroaches. Okay, they just attract this thing. If we just throw the garbages on the road, then what attracts that, and it harms to us only. Why? Because if we just throw the garbage at the one area of the society, then after what will happen? There will be this mosquitoes, rats, and cockroaches. Then they will come there, and then after from there they will come to our home also. Okay, students, and if they just bite us, then it can just causes a diseases. Okay, students. Now the third point, that is third point, burning garbage is not a good idea either. The smoke pollutes the air. That is why garbage is taken to the landfills outside the city. There it can decompose or rot and change to the manure. Here, one thing they have given that we don't have to burn this. Burning garbage is not a good idea. Good idea. Okay, we don't have to burn the garbage which is at where we have just collected at one place garbage. We don't have to burn that. Why? Because in there some are the plastic, and that all just harm to the just air and causes the air pollution. So we don't have to burn that. Okay, and what they do, this civil servant just take it and they will just move towards landfills, and what will happen? They will just convert them into manure. Okay, students, and our new topic, that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So what is that? Biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Let us see that. So biodegradable means they just degrade when if I say that if I talk about the papers, we know that they are degradable, and what they will do, it will mix with the soil. Okay, if you do two holes in the soil and after put a paper in one and another the plastic bag, so what will happen after few days or few weeks, after few weeks what will happen, the paper will degrade with the soil, but the plastic will do not degrade with the soil. Okay students, here first of all writing the definitions given over here. Biodegradable substances are those that decay, decompose, or are broken up by the bacteria or other organisms. Here, let us write biodegradable, biodegradable, biodegradable substance, substance are those that decay, decompose, or are broken, or are broken up by bacteria or other organisms, or other organisms. Okay, so these are the biodegradable substances are those who just decays, decompose with the soil, or are broken up by the bacteria or other organisms. So they are biodegradable substances. Then coming towards the non-biodegradable substance, non-biodegradable substances, non-biodegradable substances substance are those that do not decay, decompose, even after many years, many years. Okay, they just do not decompose or decay. Then here, see here, first of all, if I talk in the simple language, that what is biodegradable and what is non-biodegradable. So biodegradable means they are eco-friendly with the environment. Means if you just bury them in a soil, then they degrade with the soil. And these are non-biodegradable. They do not decompose or decay. They will remain as it is. When after many of the years, they will remain as it is. They will not degrade. Okay, students. And then after this, biodegradable are the recycle. We can just some of the things recycle it. And non-biodegradable substance means they will do not recycle. Okay, students. Now moving further and reading in that further. Substance, first of all, biodegradable substances are those that decay, decompose, or are broken up by the bacteria or other organisms. Some examples of the biodegradable substances are fruits and vegetables, peels, leftover food, newspaper, cotton, cloth, wood, and so on. And non-biodegradable substances are those that do not decay or decompose even after years. Some examples are plastic, glass bottles, tin cans, and so on. Some of them can be recycled, and attempts are being made to find way to recycle all the non-biodegradable substance. In some cities, the use of plastic canning bed has been banned. In some other, there are two trash can in the all places, a green pen for the biodegradable such as vegetables and fruit skins and kitchen waste, a red or a blue one for the non-biodegradable items. Here, we understand in some of the cities the plastic things are banned. So they in that city the plastic is not to be used. If they use, then it can be fined or can also just seal the shop also. And after in some cities they do not ban the plastic bags, but they would do in the green dustbin they have to throw the biodegradable waste, and in the blue or the red dustbin they have to throw the non-biodegradable waste, that is plastics and other things. Okay, and then after here coming to the recycling of waste, how we just recycle the waste, let us see that. So recycling of waste. So recycling of waste. Recycling. Recycling of waste. Okay, so what is it? Let us see here. There is an increasing awareness among people now about the environment, garbage, and what is biodegradable and what is not. In some western cities, old newspaper, tin bottles, plastics, and kitchen waste are all separated at source and put in different bins. The idea is to recycle and reuse substance that can be recycled. Waste paper and bottles are recycled. Organic waste decays and mix with the soil and make it fertile. But plastic are non-biodegradable. Thicker plastic can be recycled and are now being used to lay roads. Here, in the recycling of the waste, they are just talking about some of the countries. They use different color dustbin for the different things to be there. One is biodegradable, non-biodegradable, recycle, and all the different color dustbins are there. So when nowadays what happens, the plastic which cannot be just recycled, but it can be reused. Means if the plastic is thick, then it can be further reused. But after that, what happens? This nowadays the plastic roads, means in the we know that Dama road is there. In that the plastic is just melted and just do it. So the roads capacity just increases and it just runs more. Okay, so the plastic roads nowadays are just making. Okay, students, and now moving further, which is biogas. So what is biogas? That we have heard about the biogas, that the cow dungs, we have seen the cow dungs, they are just put it into the big hole, and then after the upside there is an outlet. From that outlet the pipe is connected, and then after you just added and they will just produce a gas. It will just produce produce a gas, and that gas is coming out through the pipeline that can be used as fuel. Okay, see here I am just reading that here in the villages and rural areas where there are lots of cattle, all the dungs used to be left in the hep, attracting flies, or they would be fattening into pancakes and left to dry in the sun. They were used as fuel, but a good source of manure is lost when cow animal dung is burnt. Biogas or gobar gas plants are now being set up all over India to make better use of organic waste such as animal dung. Here, first is animal and plant waste is being recycled to produce a kind of fuel. Decaying organic matter and waste plants, woods, straw, manure, household waste, collectively called biomass, give off methane gas. To produce biogas, biomass is processed in a specially designed system called biogas digester. Okay, so in that the biogas is produced by just adding the cow dungs and animal dungs with all. Okay, and then after moving further, that is advantages of biogas. So what are the advantages? As of August 2011, India had about 4.4 million household biogas plants. Biogas plants have many advantages. Let us write the advantages of it one by one. Advantages of biogas. Okay, so the advantages: here first is the gas is used to produce energy. The gas is produced is used to produce energy for lighting, and cooking, and the waste that remain after this can be still be used as fertilizers. Okay, and the second one, it improves hygiene and sanitization around the area. Okay, then after, third one is resources. Resources are easily available they are renewable also. Burning biogas causes less pollution than burning fossil fuels. such as petrol or coal, such as petrol and coals. Okay, so these are some of the advantages which is due to the biogas. That is, the first one is the gas is used to produce energy for lighting and cooking, and the waste that remains after this can still be used as fertilizers. Means it produces light and energy and also used for the cooking purposes, and then after it improves hygiene and sanitization around the area. Means all the dungs are just put into that, so this just causes the sanitization. And then after the third one, resources are easily available, they are renewable. Also burning biogas causes less pollution than burning fossil fuels such as petrol and coal. It also causes less pollution, less pollution than the petrol and coal. So it is also eco-friendly also. So the biogas should be used. And then after the last paragraph, that is, burning fossil fuels pollutes the air, leading to respiratory disorder. It increases the amount of carbon dioxide in the air, leading to warmth of the atmosphere. Factories and vehicles add to air pollution, about which you have learned in earlier classes. Okay, students, we keep up to here only. Further, we will see in the next video. So, in your homework, what you will just do is, so in your homework, you first of all write down the definitions of degradable and biodegradable. Definition of biodegradable and non-biodegradable, and advantages of biogas. Okay, so this is your homework and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.